Hi y'all, Cynthia here. Um, I'm here with this big hat on because this keeps the bugs off me. They try to go for my face. How's everybody doing? I hope you had a good holiday. I did. And I hope your gardening is going well. Okay, so I'm going to do a tour. A lot has happened, a lot has grown up. We've been getting a lot of rain lately. As a matter of fact, it's wet out here now. It may start raining today. Today is kind of overcast day, but I wanted to show you the garden so you can follow the progress. Now, if you have not seen me starting out with this year, then go back and look at that, because then you can start following me in sequential order and see how, from start to finish, to see how it all turns out. So we're going to do the quick little tour. Then I'm going to come back and we're going to plant some okra. I may plant some squash, but that depends on how much okra I get in there. If you're new to the channel, go ahead, check out the channel. If you like it, push the green button here on the screen here. You can subscribe right in the right hand corner. And also you can go to my page and subscribe. If you're someone who's coming back, has been here before, comes watch me, I just want to say thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm so glad to have you here. Each and every one of you are special to me. Okay? Now, we're going to look at everything, and then when I get finished, after we plant the okra, then I'll come back and say goodbye to you. Okay? Remember, hit the thumbs up. Remember, comment below, even if you want to say, hey, hi, Cynthia. Okay, so let me get this camera. Okay, so this is where we're going to start out at. Now, this was the new area that I worked on. And why don't we start out in there? Because I don't usually start there. I'm going to just go across the garden, let you get a quick look of the garden. And then we're going to come on back around here to this new area and take a look at that. It took me a lot of hard work to get this all set up. Go back and look at the previous video if you don't remember what this area looked like. But it's a lot different now. Okay? Now there's the arbor that had all the beautiful roses on it. They're all done. I'll get a few more. And then we have the knockout roses in bloom now, and also this rose bush here, which to me has the most beautiful roses on it. Oh, they're so pretty. When they first come out, now they're a little beat up now because of the rain and everything that's been going on, but they still look pretty. Okay, so I'm just going to pan around. Okay, so now right here, this is either the cantaloupe or the honeydew melon. I don't know which one it is, but that's what this one is. I think it is the cantaloupe, okay? Then over here, we have the watermelon. And I put these in the biggest pots I had because I wanted them to really, I wanted them to do well. And I know they're going to be producing a lot of fruit, hopefully. And I wanted them to, let me get over here, because I thought I saw a melon in here somewhere I could show y'all. Oh yeah, right there. See that? Can you see that where my finger's pointing? I'm sure there's some more on here, but I just saw that when I was out here today. So that makes me really, really happy. And I've been seeing some things on cantaloupe, but I'm not sure. I haven't grown cantaloupe before, so I'm not quite sure. But I think that these are like little cantaloupe forming. But I'll keep my eye on them. I've never grown cantaloupe and honeydew. Oh, well, maybe I grew cantaloupe years ago when my kids were small, but I don't remember it. Okay, so this is either cantaloupe or honeydew, so that's what these two are. And I put these tomato cages in here so that it can have somewhere on this side here to go. So I put it up there, and hopefully the tendrils will connect like this one did over here. Let me show you that one. That one connected onto it. So, and then some of them will grow on the ground, and then I'll get them up on this cattle panel. And I'm gonna reinforce this. Right now, this is what I have just to get it up, but I'm gonna reinforce it with, I'm gonna put another T-post in here, and then I'm gonna put some metal things to wrap around here instead of, I'll leave the zip ties on there, but I'm gonna add some more reinforcement. Now this is a pumpkin, but I'm not sure what it's going to do. It's like called a Howden. And when I went to the plant store, I had asked the girl for pie pumpkin. She directed me to this one. But this is not a pie pumpkin. This is going to be a carving pumpkin. So I wasn't expecting anything to be this big. But I went ahead on and planted it and everything. But it's been having a lot of, I think it's called downy mildew. And I've been cutting the leaves off of it. So we'll see if I actually get anything from it. But I hope I do. Because I do decorate for fall. Not Halloween, but fall. And I want to put my own pumpkins out there. I would love that. Now, I don't know if I had done this when you were here and you saw my last video. But I planted the 2 azaleas in here like I wanted to continue with the azaleas that I have all down that road there. I have azaleas. And heuchera, I think you call it. So I'll probably plant a heuchera here. And I'll probably plant one over here. I'm waiting on the sales. And then I just planted this rose bush this year. It's called, it's beat up too from the rain, but it was beautiful, and I still think it's pretty. So I'm glad that, you know, it's doing well. It just was put in bare root. So it's already bloomed, okay? Over here you see the hydrangea, and they'll all get like this here. See that? And they'll all be like that. They start out like this, and then they slowly turn to that. This whole bush will be, I'll show you the progress. That whole bush will be full with it. And then this is the roses, Queen Elizabeth, knockout roses. And the peonies are done. I leave the leaves up for a while so that they can send energy to the roots. Okay, so now let's walk around here to this row. All right, so over here I have mint. Now this mint here is just mint I grew. It's still in the same pot that I grew it in. I haven't done anything about moving it, but I should, and I think I still will before it's over with. And over here, this mint I've been had out here from last year and the year before, and it came back, so that's that. And then these are my sunflowers. I'm gonna stand back so you can see them. I found them growing in the cattle panel pot garden. And if you look at my last video, I talked about them. You can also see the size that they were. Look how big they are now. And look, we got a little visitor up there. So can we get in on him? Yeah, the bees love it. So in these pots I have miscellaneous. Rosemary, it didn't grow very much. I grew that from seed. I grew the pansies. Everything, all these things in here I grew from seed inside in my house. And then I brought them out and planted them, except for the pansies. And over here I didn't do the, what do you call that, thyme. And I didn't do the sage. But I did do the cilantro, which is going to seed. And these sunflowers were mine too. Even though they popped up as volunteers, they were from seeds that I did. So here we got parsley. These are like scallion, not scallions, but oh, I can't think of what you call them, green onions. And I have some shallots in there too, but I don't know if they came up. I waited a long time before doing a lot of stuff because I had bit off more than I could chew. So by the time I got to some things, they might have been gone. These here I grew from seed. These are my foxglove here. They won't do anything this year, but next year these will have beautiful flowers on them. So I love foxgloves. I'm always gonna have them. And these here are some delphinium, and I'm hoping they're gonna do well in here because the sunflower will be gone, but they'll still be here for next year. And look at my sunflowers. Oh, I got the Japanese beetle too, and I'm just going by and killing them. But see all the little sunflowers in there? And you know, I don't mind birds in my garden. Okay, we got shallots and garlic here, leeks. Over here we have 3 blueberry plants because I watch the birds out here attacking bugs on my stuff. So, you know, that's the part that they do. This is this kind of blueberry. And then I have this kind. And then I have this one over here. Let me get the tag. All right, so we got that one. And that's how they look. I got them as bare root. And they haven't done a whole bunch, but they just growing taller, but not a whole bunch more leaves. This one over here was in a pot when I got it, so it's a little fuller. Over here we have leeks, garlic, and shallots. I just put that garlic in there, so it hasn't come up yet, I don't think. Over here we got leeks, garlic in there. And then look at my collard greens. Oh, I'm so happy about that. So I got enough now to do something with. You hear me? So I'm gonna come out here and harvest all of them and go ahead and cook me a nice dinner with some collard greens, and then I'm gonna put some more in there. This is the first time I've ever really had enough all at one time. And this here worked out perfectly. And I bought, you know, starts. And before I was doing from seed, but I like how them starts did. So I'll probably do both next year. Okay, now this is my hazelnut. This is called an American hazelnut tree. So that's what this is. And I'm fighting these Japanese beetles. They haven't messed with this so long. I mean, so far, y'all. I'm nervous. But over here, I did this. We got 2 things going on here. I put in some of my compost tea, but I don't think I diluted it well enough. Now, it could either be that, or it could be that I put in this cedar mulch here, and I researched it after I did it, and it said that the cedar might not be good for the new trees. But I pulled it back off of the tree, and what it suggested that you do is that you take and put a layer of compost and then put your cedar mulch. But I didn't do that. But I don't think it's the cedar mulch. I think that it is what that compost tea was too strong. But anyway, I'm gonna let it heal itself. I'm not gonna mess with it. I'm not gonna do anything to it. So over here, this here is the Honeycrisp apple. Oh, and I didn't tell you what this one was. That's a Honeycrisp apple too. Both of them are Honeycrisp. And I wanted to grow the Honeycrisp because if you go to the store here in New York, the Honeycrisp is so expensive. It's more expensive than all the other apples. And it's a good apple. And that's why I bought that one. Now this one here is Alberta Peach. And all these were put in bare root this year. Okay, but I had a problem with this because we had real bad wind. And I'm going to see if I can find the spot. I can't find it. I ain't going to mess with it, y'all. But anyway, it broke. It broke, but it didn't totally break off. It broke. And I'm trying to figure out what should I do, because I just thought, oh, well, should I put some tape on there? What should I do about it? So if you know, please comment below and let me know the best way to do it, because it's not totally broke off, but it's broke. It's broke. So I went in here and tied it up, and I got to do something about that. Okay. This one over here is, I was kind of worried about this one, but I'm not so much worried about it anymore. See, we wasn't getting any rain, and I was doing all the watering, and you know, ain't nothing like God's water for these plants. So this one here is a Red Haven. Now, it had some growth that was coming up from the ground, and I took them out. But then I noticed that these are growing right here, but I didn't take them off. I left them in there, so I think I'm supposed to leave them in there. And you see, I pulled that mulch back. But see, what I wanted to show you, the reason I didn't think it was the mulch, because no other trees had that problem of the leaf damage. And see that last pot down there that does have the leaf, I ran out of what I was using, and I went and got some more, but I don't think I had diluted it enough. That's why I think that's what that was. So over here, this here is a dwarf honey gold apple. And bare root this year. See how tall it is? I mean, it's all up over my head already. And then we got over here, we got the dwarf Fleming Beauty pear right here. This is a pear tree. All right, bare root. Over there, next to that red tree, across from it diagonally, that's an old sickle cell, y'all please forgive me, sickle pear. And I'm hoping that these two will work good with pollination. This right here is a peace rose. The Japanese beetles love this rose. They be in here. They get way down deep into it. But I saw birds on here tearing them up. Birds was getting in there, getting them. So between me and the birds, we're gonna get them. All right, so let me turn around here. We're gonna walk this way. That's the arbor. Then we have the knockouts. And then I just want to go a little closer to this. I love these hydrangea. Now here's another one. See, I tried to do the same thing in each bed across from each other. But they each a little different. This one has yellow rose in it. And there's another azalea. And then this is the row azaleas that I was talking about with the, I think that you call these plants here the heuchera. I'm going to get some more of them. I'm going to put another one in that space right there that doesn't have anything. And then I'm going to put some where I told you I was going to put that one. Okay. Now let's go over here to my grow table. And let me just show you what I got going on. Let's look at this bed first. Look how pretty this hydrangea got this year. Wow. Beautiful. It's got like, what, 4 colors on it. Pink, white, lavender. Gorgeous. We got back there. And what we got over here. These are just getting ready. And as you can see, this here, hosta is starting to send up the flowers right there. And there's another hydrangea, and then there's another one up there. Okay. Now this table over here, I'll show you down here. I bought this at Lowe's. They had the sale, the clearance. And this here was normally $27.98. And I got it for $14. But it's, here it is. Miss Kim Lilac. So I got that because I had to cut down 2 lilac bushes that was in the wrong place. And I'm going to plant that on my property. And this here just looks so pretty to me. And it's called, can you see that name? Star Cluster Violet. Annual. It's an annual. Oh, it's an annual. Oh, I thought it was a perennial. I wouldn't even bought it. But anyway, it was $4. I got a good spot for it though. I'm trying to really get perennials. Okay, over here, I've been had these a long time. These Brussels sprouts. But I'm still going to plant them no matter what. I'm going to plant them. Because it's been cooled off, so who knows. Alright, this is the okra that we're going to plant. I planted this shishito and nothing came up but one. And I think the dirt was too heavy for them that I put it in. So I'm going to replant and put a lighter dirt, okay? Because I want more than one. And if it don't, I don't have enough time, then I don't have enough time. But I'm going to try anyway. Now this here was sugar baby watermelon. I got 1, 2, 3, 4 plants here. I already planted some. I'll show you the ones I already planted. But I'm going to plant these too. Because I'm going to give them away to people. If they all work out. And then if something happened to them, at least I have something. Then over here I got corn. Now let me see. This one, can you see that name I wrote on there? That's the name of that corn. D-E-I-E-C-T-A-B-L-E. Delectable look like. And I planted 2 rows of that. And then I planted 2 rows. I put 2 in each one, okay? And most of them came up with 2, okay? And this one's called Bantam. Then over here, these are collard greens. So when I harvest all them other ones out of there, these are the Georgia collards. So I'm going to be planting them, because I want a lot more collards. Okay, now here I have squash. This here is delicata squash. So I planted equal amounts of each. So it's 2, 4, 6, 8 of these. So I got, now why am I saying 2? 1, 2, I got 4 rows. So I got 2 rows of the delicata, and each one of them have 3 in it. And then over here I planted this one that's called the white bush scallop squash. And this one here is like a patty pan. Looks like a white patty pan. Okay. And I just got these little things here from these pots from I can't think of what I want to say. Lowe's when I did my spring planting. And I love them. So I'm going to take care of these because I'm going to keep planting them over and over again. Then I wanted some more Asiatic lilies. So I got some Asiatic lilies. This is what color they are. And they were $10.98. And they put them on sale for $7. So I got, because actually in this pot is 3. There's 3. If you can see those stems, there's 3 in there. And this one over here got 3 in it. And I'm going to separate them when I plant them. Okay.